his name. We are the Storm Raiders. We tear through the gale. No chain can bind us. No force can prevail. Lightning's our banner. Thunder's our cry. We are the Storm Raiders. We'll never die. Clash of steel against the storm's own heart. We're the chaos that tears the dark apart. No king, no throne, no law can decree. We live and we die by the storm's We are the Storm Raiders. We tear through the gale. No chain can bind us. No force can prevail. Lightning's our banner. Thunder's our cry. We are the Storm Raiders. We'll never die.
Hello, everybody. Uh, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours, or something along that lines. So my headset broke. The one that I usually use, I don't really like this one all that much because it's brand new, okay, but I I can't really hear myself very well. It has noise canceling technology or whatever to block out, background noise, but it also blocks out my voice, and so I sound like I'm talking like this, and I don't like not being able to clearly hear my voice like I'm just talking. Whereas these, they had a volume thing for the microphone so that I could hear myself. But the problem is, let's see here, the hinge is broken. See, so it won't even stay on my head anymore, which is a shame. I mean, these have good sound. Listen to music. You don't have to worry too much about volume adjustment. But as far as mic goes, yeah, I wish it had a setting for that. I could turn monitoring on OBS, but then there's a lag and it just sounds horrible. So I'm just going to have to get over it for a while. Honestly, I know some people wear earbuds, like the ones they use for your phone, including like Bluetooth ones. I have a pair of Bluetooth earbuds, but unfortunately, my computer did not come with a Bluetooth adapter built in. I had to buy one separate, and I tried using it several times, but it would keep disconnecting. And at the moment, I'm not 100% sure where it is. So, so we're going to have to deal with this for a little bit. The other option, I've done it in the past, is I have a regular mic, and I could just not wear a headset. But sometimes what happens is the audio from the speaker comes across the microphone, and so you end up with like an echo kind of thing. Um, Maybe it's just something I'm gonna need to play around with. Um, I guess the other option is I could go like this and have mono and be able to hear myself and still talk to you. I could potentially do that. Looks kind of funny though, don't it? Isn't that kind of what they used to do in the recording studio? They'd only like listen to one or whatever. Um, but yeah, let's you can fix that with a little silicone repair tape. Repurchase isn't in the list of 3 R's: reduce, reuse, recycle. Repair should be tough. All call centers have the one ear headset. That's right. And I think when I first started streaming, I had a one ear headset. It was a cheap Logitech or something like that. Um, yeah, we started bare minimum, one monitor, and we didn't have a webcam for a little while, and then we had the one ear headset, and then we slowly we got the webcam, and then we got a better headset, and eventually got the two monitors. I don't think I can go back to a one monitor setup after having two monitors. Very convenient. You could work on multiple things kind of at one time. Now that being said, the quality of the headphone is good. It's Corsair. I had another pair of Corsair a while back, and if you want, you can look through some of my old videos and you'll see them. They were like white and black, and they were wireless, and they had the function on there so that I could hear myself through the mic, like what I really need. They were a fairly nice pair. I think I got them on sale because they're a lot more expensive now than they were when I got them. You go on Amazon now and try to buy them; they're over $100, and I'm pretty sure I did not pay $100 for that headset. So I'm not exactly sure why they are so expensive when they're not really all that new. This model is newer than they are, but we're kind of in this time period where everything's expensive. Doesn't matter how new or old it is. They come up with an excuse to put a high price tag on it. It used to be everything was black and white, okay, and then color came in, okay. So then color was more expensive. Black and white was cheaper because color was the new thing. And now that color's been out for a while, color is cheaper and black and white is more expensive because it's considered vintage. It's two colors. It should be cheaper. You go to the movies, all right, you pay what, about 20 bucks a ticket, depending if you're going at lunchtime or nighttime. We'll say $20 a ticket. And back in the day, they had actual film. And you actually had somebody that had to make sure it was working and all that mess. Now it's digital. They use a computer. I know because there was times they didn't have the movie playing and you could see their desktop. Okay. They're using a computer. All they're doing is clicking the mouse button. And that's basically it. But has the tickets gotten cheaper? No, they have not. So it's like we're in a time period where things are easier. We're in some cases using less things, but instead of it getting cheaper, it's getting more expensive. You go to the store, you buy a thing of cookies, okay? I don't know if you've noticed this, but they shrunk the cookies. They're not as big as they used to be, okay? And so you would think, okay, well, I should pay less because they're smaller. I'm getting less. Nope. They're either the same price or they're more. So that's kind of how life is at the moment. Yesterday, my wife messaged me and informed me that the one car we have had the oil pressure light was blinking from time to time, and so I'm like, okay, well, try to get home safe. When you get off of work, and you can take the other car, and I'll take it because it was due for an oil change anyways. I was just trying to hold off till next month because next month is when I got to do the inspection, the registration, and the tax, and all that crap. And I wanted to just take care of it all at once. But the car didn't want to wait that long. So she took the other car today, and I took it to this, was it Take 5? You don't even have to get out of the car. You just drive in. They got a pit, and you stay in the car, and they do everything for you. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but they did give me a discount, so that was nice. They changed the oil, and well, the light didn't come on for me at all. Even before it didn't come on. So hopefully, whatever the cause was, it's fixed now. Fingers crossed. Both my cars are paid off, so it's like, knock on wood that nothing happens, because I don't need a car payment at the moment. Finances are tight. There's no money for a new car, so these cars are just going to have to suck it up and work until we're better off financially. As it is, the other car needs 2 sensors replaced, and that's going to be over $1,000. So that's on hold, and hopefully it'll pass inspection come July, I think. But yeah, when it rains, it pours, right? Christmas time, this is how it's always been, even when I was a kid. As Christmas draws closer, more things tend to happen that require you to spend money. It's like you got all this money saved up for Christmas, you're going to get all these gifts and whatnot, and then boom, 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 boom. All this stuff happens that wants your money. It's the same thing. If something happens and you end up with money, okay, all of a sudden all these things happen that require you to spend money. Or you got people calling, texting, coming to your door, hey, I really need some help. Could you give me some money? And you're like, no, go away. My money. It's hard to save money because something always happens, But, you do the best you can. I mean, that's all you can do. And maybe, while we're still alive, maybe the economy will get better and we can afford things better. I saw a video, I think it was on TikTok. Problem you have with social media is there's a lot of AI created videos, and a lot of people don't tell you that it's AI. Some of them are trying to pass it off as it's real. So it's kind of hard to decide what is real. You're going to have to do research, basically. Whereas back in the day, people were more honest, and you didn't, journalists were more honest anyways, and you didn't have to worry as much. But saw this video, breaking news. Supposedly our president is doing away with federal taxes. Supposedly, you will no longer have to pay federal taxes out of your income. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it is true, if they're going to follow through with it. The issue with that is, why do we pay federal taxes in the first place? Well, we pay taxes to make the country work, basically. One of the common things that we were told in school is taxes pay to repair the roads, and a lot more. So to eliminate federal taxes from people's, paycheck deductions, sure, we'll have that money. We'll be making more money in a sense, which looks nice. People are like, ooh, I get to keep my money. But what's paying for those things that the country needs? Repairs, updates. You're not going to get a tax return. You can kiss your federal tax return goodbye because you're not paying anything into it. And I don't know about you, but usually my state refunds ain't worth a crap. You might get $100 if you're lucky. And so what's going to happen is, yeah, your money is going to go back in your pocket, but then it's going to immediately leave your pocket when you have to pay for other things anyways, like your health care. So it's like, it's that scale. I can find my camera here. It's that scale. You got to balance things. Um, I feel taxes are important, but the real question is, what is the tax dollars being spent on? Is it being spent on to fix things? Is it being spent on to make everybody's life a little bit easier, helping people who need help? Or is that money going to people who don't need it, that already have billions in profits, which is really where it's going to begin with? No taxation without representation. That's all true, but the question is, who are our representatives really representing? I don't think they're representing us. Doesn't feel that way when I walk in the grocery store anyways, or when I get an oil change and the cheapest option is $50. I remember when it was $30, $40. Of course, I was thinking about it while I was sitting there. I was like, I remember back when, your inspection was separate from your registration and your taxes. And you used to have to get an inspection sticker put on your windshield. Your registration was on your license plate, and your inspection was on the windshield. And now they just have it all combined, so you're paying it all at once. Well, you have to pay for your inspection separate, but it's digitally connected to your registration. All right, so now that we are on an ad break over on Twitch for a minute and a half, let's start the game, shall we? I'm sure you're done hearing me talk about life. You already know how life is. You're living it, right? Let's talk about fantasy. That's why we're here. We're here to go to a new world, to boldly go where no one has gone before. We are the Enterprise. Why not? Final Fantasy has the Enterprise. Can't go to New World, Rip. Nope, New World is going to be gone sometime next year, unfortunately, for some people. I enjoyed the game. Fishing was kind of fun. There were certain aspects of the game that were fun, but there was also annoyances, like, when you're trying to complete a dungeon for the story quest, and because everybody's already done it, you can't run the dungeon without anybody. So, didn't like the kernel level anti-cheat. And see, if the MMOs didn't add PvP, there wouldn't really be a need for anti-cheat, would there? Just saying. All right. Adjust my volume because it's loud in this pair of headphones. I definitely can't hear myself. Please let me know how audio is going, because like I've been saying, I can't really tell what you're hearing. I think the filters are the same as the other headset. It's just a different headset. There wouldn't be a whole segment of players paying for the game either without PvP. It's amazing how popular PvP is. But on the same token, I have seen a lot of people also say they're tired of PvP and they want more single-player games altogether. And I'm kind of in agreement there. There's a increase in multiplayer and PvP games, and it'd be nice for more single-player games, especially if you're wanting to play like a shooter. If you go into Steam or whatever and you're looking for a good shooter game, 90% of them are going to be PvP shooters. They're not going to be single-player shooters, unfortunately. I guess it's a trend. We all go through trends. Some of you might remember the bell-bottom trend, or the mullet trend, or whatever. It's the same thing with gaming, and I guess because it's competitive, esports It's kind of a big thing at the moment. But whatever is your reason for playing, number one, you should enjoy it. So, I mean, I'm not trying to talk trash about PvP exactly. You know, if you enjoy it, play it. But it'd just be nice to have a little bit more, variety. You know, biggest issue with PvP games is one, cheaters. You're always going to have cheaters. It doesn't matter how good that anti-cheat software is. There's always going to be somebody better, and so they're going to cheat. Then it's also a matter of what kind of computer or console you have, how good your internet is, all that mess. You could be the best player in the world and lose because your internet crapped out on you. You know, that's kind of how PvP is. All right. So we got 52,000 gold. Can I please convert that to cash? I would love to put that in my account. I am going to take 1 year off. It's just bugging me. I'm not sure how loud I'm talking because it's muffled. Goodness gracious. I think I do have some earbuds, but the cord is short. Y'all don't look at my butt if you can see it. I think these were my wife's earphones. You know, back when iPhones came with headphones, you know, not anymore. Got it all tied in knots. Of course, that could have been me that tied it in knots. It was back there with a bunch of cords. It used to be when you bought your phone, you would get a pair of earbuds, and you got your charging cable and all that. But now the newer iPhones, you're lucky if you even get a charging cable, honestly. But now you got to buy an adapter in order to use regular headphones. They what it is they want you to buy the earbuds and spend over $100 on that crap. Of course, you can go online and buy some generic earbuds too. That's what I got. This needs to have Bluetooth. Like it's like fishing line. Y'all ever go fishing and your damn fishing line gets tied up in knots? It's hard to tell if this is even going to work. It might have like short in the wire or something from being in knots. Yeah, that's going to be tight. I'm not sure if that's going to work. Oh Lord, I'm gonna mess up the stream. Probably shouldn't have done that. I'm not hearing anything on the. Probably because I have to use desktop audio if I'm using the 3.5 connection. not even showing up on it. All right, we're just gonna have to use the headset for now, and I'll have to play around. You can set your Windows sound setting to listen to your mic through your headset. Still good. If you're changing audio devices, you might need to restart the game. It use the new device. Yeah, some games you can just switch and it does it automatically for you. A lot of other games don't, like Skyrim and Fallout. You got to restart the entire game. OBS, lots of times you have to restart OBS too if you're trying to change your audio. All right. Doesn't really matter. The cord wasn't really that long anyways. Okay, so what were we doing? Let's see. Travel far and wide in search of the orbs. I'm not 100% sure how many orbs I need to find. I've already found like 4. We got this circle to go to, which we can go to this shrine and come down that way. We got this circle up here as well. And we need to like investigate all this here. We did go up and down this coast and then up this coast and kind of checked around here. There's a tower here, but we didn't go there because we hadn't had a quest for it yet, and I don't think anybody's talked about it. Somebody talked about a guy up north having something. I'm assuming that's one of these 2 places, which I've technically been, unless they're referring to this person over here. You can put a pencil behind your ear. It may leave just enough air gap for you to hear yourself talk. I'm all about the $0 solutions. In today's economy, which we've been talking about, $0 solutions are a good idea. You know, I could just maybe partially take it off. I think that might work. Kind of right there. Okay, we'll do that. Hopefully, we won't end up breaking it in the process. I'm thinking about going back to where the Everbird shrine is to see how many orbs. I might already have enough orbs to get the bird, and then we can fly around and not have to worry about sailing. But we did kind of walk around here a little bit, and I think we've been up here before. Yeah, it's on the backside anyway, and not noticeable. Yeah. So let's see. Zoom. Let's go to. Shrine of the Everbird. There it is. Boom. We have a cat in our party now. Chosen's wearing a cat suit. It was a better defense. And one of the things is it turns him into a cat. I guess it's like a cat costume, technically. So now we have a little, well, I won't say little. We have a big kitty in the party. I wonder whose idea it was to put that in the game. All right, we're definitely going to need more than 4, I have a feeling. All right, so we got 1. Places the purple orb on the pedestal. Two. Three. And this is the 4th one. So those other 2 circles are the other 2 orbs. So we need yellow. Is that like a turquoise? A gray? Looks sort of like a shade of blue. All right. I didn't want to do that. Might as well use it. Sometimes my finger moves faster than what it needs to. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna just kind of like head up. So we will go to Gremlin or teleporter. Trying. All right, and we already talked to him, and of course we went through the teleports. So we're here, and we need to go over there, but of course we're gonna do some exploring as well. My dog's barking because there's a delivery guy walking around outside. Neighbors. All right. Get the sandstorm spear. All right, so I probably should have used ice.
Take this.
Who's ready for Christmas? It's next week. Gotta hurry up. Oh, here we go. Looky here. We have sparkles and a hidden area. Ooh. All right. Boomerangs don't work. That's okay. We're going to use Falcon Slash. It gives me 2 chances. This is a guaranteed hit. You are going to switch to the whip because that hits all of them. And then just attack. How many will be able to kill? 2 ran away. 3 ran away.
Gotcha.
Got one. Got one. All right. Not bad. 3. Boulder toss. I'd try it. Could be kind of funny. Popped. Didn't want to face it. The more magic water. We do need to replenish our supply. That's all, just one pot. Alright, so what we're going to do to save on some time and some mileage here. Just going to zoom back to the chapel. And then go north. Instead of walking all the way back. My kingdom for a horse. All right. Infernal armor. We do have flame breath that we can use. Boulder toss. Come on, controller. Lob some big boulders that hit the heads of all enemies. Let's try it. Well, didn't get a chance to use it. Perhaps next time. Oh, he got thwack. Flame breath wouldn't be a good option. Boulder toss didn't do very well either. Let's have her do mid heal on herself. And I don't know what's going on with this controller. It's like it's getting disconnected.
This ought to help.
How is this bear still alive?
You're mine.
Hmm.
Take this. You're mine.
Oh, it worked. All right. I'm gonna try to change batteries here. I think these two I have are fully charged, hopefully. Of course, it might not be the battery. It might just be, for whatever reason, the controller is losing signal. It's moving by itself. Okay, I did not do that one. I didn't do that either. Controller don't go out on me now. I don't need to have a headphone issue and a controller issue.
Take this.
These are just regular slimes. These are not metal slimes. No, they are metal slimes. But they look blue. Am I going colorblind here? They look blue. Don't they look blue? They're supposed to be gray.
You're mine.
Controller's still acting up.
Gotcha.
The Sizz and full heal. Everybody got dogs in the community barking at something. Okay. Lethal armor. All right, then we're gonna turn and go back this way. Yep, controller is malfunctioning. Make his wisdom 200. Oh, only one? Lots of area to cover. We're gonna go to the town though so that we can zoom back to it. Manoza. Gonna go back and continue exploring. I have a feeling that down there is probably where we'll end up going for a quest or something. not weak against fire. Ooh, they did kabuff. Well. He doesn't have any ice magic.
Okay.
I need a bird to get up there. That'll do the trick. Alright, so it looks like we got little poison fields. But we do have some sparklies. Sparkles. Not too bad. In fact, the safe patches are worn off. Money. Restless Heart, we already have one. This is the Minoza Cave. All right, well, before we go any further, let's go back to Minoza. All right. You what? You? What are you plotting? You do not wish to end up in the jail. You will leave at once. Go on, Vaza. Not very welcoming, are they? Or at least not him, anyways. Of course, I guess in a sense I am kind of robbing people. Redo, my husband, why did you have to die? Oh, my dear husband. When is Popeye coming home? Where has he gone? O wise and all-powerful goddess, we commit to its resting place the body of your humble servant, Breno. Can we play the piano? No! Welcome to the city of Manoza. The king, he sleeps alone upstairs in the castello in the nighttime. Though he is within his fortress, to sleep without a guard nearby is to tempt fate, surely. Guessing that's the castle. Ortega, why did this have to happen to my poor innocent husband? They must be Spanish. Mini metal. You didn't hear it from me, right? But I reckon the reason the king's gone all dual alley is to do with the mod rod. That's my theory anyway. What'd you reckon? I could be on to something, you think? Thought you might say that, seeing as you listened to me. Our brained theory. I'll tell you something else. If any of your mates get sent flying over the horizon by a blasto, they'll come crawling back as soon as you're finished fighting. Good to know, eh? $23 gold in that pot, that's it. I sort of want to put it back. When is Poppy coming home? Where has he gone? Sorry, kid. He's not coming home. It is terrible. Every day more people are sent to jail or worse, sentenced to death. What has happened to our king? He was once such a kind man. You, what are you plotting? If you do not wish to end up in jail, you will leave at once. There's definitely something wrong with the guards. This looks like another monster arena. How I long to peer behind the mask off to the east as the sun sets at last. Us two alone, just what would I ask? What would you ask? Hello there. It pleases me to say you've now saved 30 monsters. What's more, they're all getting along wonderfully. Here, a small token of my thanks, so I can't wait to see what critters crawl through my door next. Dility Gillet. Do come back now. Comfy clothing that's easy to move around in. It's weaker though, but agility goes up. It would get him out of the cat costume. Defense goes down 3, but agility goes up pretty good. So let's put the agility gillet on. Now he looks like himself. I never did look up what the curse was on that. She could wear the cat suit. The magic skirt, a flashy garment that reduces damage from enemy spells. Do we want to go up to 265? I think we're going to hold off on that. Get a cat suit, which we already have. Seed of agility, dragon bane claws would be good. Flowing dress. All right, let's try this. See how we do. Oh, talking about some lag. Three anteater things. Okay. That one was not so bad. Well, that's the final battle. All right, we're gonna go all out and leave Healy on focusing on healing. Woohoo! We won that one. $16,000 gold. It's the next one we really want to win to get the claws. Let's see how they do this time. A metal slime. Okay. Do not use magic. There's no point in using magic. Fast forward here. All right, now we need to change it up. They get a lot of turns, don't they? Finish him. Somebody kill him. Not me, but them. All right, Healy, you got to heal. It's getting tougher. Arthur's out of magic. Oh, they killed Arthur. But we killed him. We only lost one. $244. Look no further than these scale slicing claws if you're facing an enemy from the dragon family. There's one more left. Let's see how we do. This will probably be the... There is no queen here, though. The king, maybe? One caterpillar. Alright. Tactics. Don't use magic. Serve the magic. Didn't need it there. Fight wisely. Fight wisely. Focus on healing. Is this a troll? It is. Ouch. He hits hard, that's for sure. Renault's son. I will do my very best so that I may make Poppy proud. I would feel kind of bad winning to a degree because he just lost his dad. That one's going to be the hard one. Or not. This rank was easier than the last one. Obrigado for fighting with me. My Poppy always said that losing is a valuable experience too. I promise to come back even stronger. We got lots of money now. Guns and buns. He can't use the dress. He can. A holy frock that reduces damage from fire, ice, and explosive attacks. And what does the wizard robe do? Conjures clothes of old that help protect the wearer from having their spells sealed. I think we're going to keep that. Interesting magazine that teaches you all about brawn and bunnies. You'll make a fine vamp or charmer after perusing its pages. Aragon, a good egg. $145,000 gold. If you value your life, friends, you will not go near the Castello. The archfiend threatens our world, and this on top of everything else. I fear I am not much longer for this world. The weaker whip. Oh ho ho, you have it all wrong, friend. Por favor, approach me from the other side. Alright, we're going to sell some things. Got 4 bronze knives. I don't need that. 1 poison needle we can sell. Keep that. Keep that. Get rid of this. Sell those. Sell the turban. Oh, I needed to sell both. 2. Sell the tiara. A lot of stuff to sell. Golden Claws. I don't need them no more. 62 attack. And this one's stronger. So we will sell it. 6,000 gold. Look at that. Alright, let's see what we can buy here. Don't need that or that. Don't need that. Or that. Or that. Or that. Or that. We can use one of those. Just a silver caress. All right, let's go to the bank and put our money in the bank, shall we? Lord, I wish I had that money in real life. I'd be a lot closer to paying off this house. We need like 100,000 more. I heard that an artefato magico, a magical artifact named Ra's Mirror, lies in a cave to the southeast. Supposedly, it has the power to reveal something true form. Ooh, we could probably use that for the couple that's cursed. He says the same thing. It's not too bad a looking town. It's a shame that they're having some issues. Ooh, is there an inn? I think we should go to the inn and replenish our magic before going any further. Of course, we could also stay till nighttime. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go out here. We're gonna use our nightlight. That way we can explore the town at night. We're gonna probably avoid the castle because they have a circle right there. We're gonna do that during the day. I've known His Majesty the King since he was a little babe, no bigger than my thumb. That king of then and this king of now, they're not the same person. It cannot be. I think he just threw up. There are no words of consolation. Saw you died, such terrible sadness. Poppy, oh my dear Poppy. If I wish to escape the city and move elsewhere, I must take with me my dear Volvo, my grandfather. Alas, he will surely not survive the journey. What am I to do? Perhaps our only hope is to leave this, our hometown, once and for all. So if you get hold of the mod rod, where it is you can change yourself into anything. Fancy that. I too have heard of something of this mod rod. I hear that it is a rarity, not sold in any normal shop such as my own. You say the same thing. Alright, let's go stay at the inn. Anything in the flowers? Nothing in the flowers.
You there! Sorry for stopping you out of the blue. You're not from here, are you? I thought as much. Listen, our king is not as he once was. It is dangerous to even enter the castle. He has punished many an innocent man for crimes they did not commit. I do not wish for you to befall the same fate. You see, my papai, Simão, was one of the king's victims. 10 years ago, he was charged with treason and locked away. The king used to be known for his generosity and understanding. But then one day, he became the brute that rules us now. Therefore, I think it's best you avoid the castle at all costs. You can never be too careful.
Shall we enter anyways? Probably need that mirror of raw. No horses? This is the servant's entrance. Do you have some kind of business here, friend? No. Then please, I would ask that you announce yourself at the main entrance instead. Welcome to Castello of Minosa. Has the king summoned you here, stranger? No. Then Vaza, get out of here. We do not allow people of your kind to wander the Castello halls unsupervised. What if I lie? Liar, I have not been told of anyone of your kind being expected. Now, Vaza, get out of here. Please, by all means, in you go. Relatively easy. Do I look like a servant? This is the cocina of the Castello, the kitchen. If you have no business here, please, you are in the way. Por favor, do not distract us. If his supper is late, we too will receive the death sentence. Damn. Rumors speak of an archfiend poised to destroy our world. Has our king perhaps sold his soul to this self-same archfiend in a bid to save us? What am I saying? Por favor, forget the thing I've said. How could this happen to my dear papai, who was once so kind? It is not done for The princess suspects that her father is no longer her father, but well, we got up and we got down. I must send someone to take a look at whatever is wrong with the roof. What is wrong with the roof? A little monster. We got a new monster. Lucy. Ooh, the royal chamber. Oaken club, really? Ooh. We don't want to get in trouble there. We can probably jump off right here. Another prayer ring. Look at that. All right, let's go down the stairs and see what's down here. This is the dungeon of the Castello. You have no business here. Be gone. But I want to see the prisoners. The king, he is the greatest man in all the world. He, gulp. For our beloved king, we would do anything he might ask. Grr, who are you? How you get in here? King, no like look of you. What kind of king talk like that? Guards, throw him in the dungeon. Yes, majesty. Vamos, move you. And no talking. Learn the King of Mino's secret, escape from the dungeon. Well, it shouldn't be too hard. I got a key. Greetings, friend. I am a wandering minstrel, though I have not been wandering so much of late for obvious reasons. Oh, I hope and I pray that I do not perish, as did noble Samayo, whom many did cherish. To the north and the east of fair Romeria. Was he sentenced to die in a place dank and drear, all alone on his own in a self upon a lake, making many misty-eyed maidens' heart break? Oh, goddess, please don't let me die in here. There's supposed to be a button that I can hit to recall. has been committed to memory. So I can hit recall. About that song where he was imprisoned or whatever. I just know that monsters have begun to take over our hearts, perhaps even our bodies. It's terrifying. Aha! A fading Jenny. Is there someone there? Can you hear me? I'm the rightful king of this country. That thing stole from me my form. Please put a stop to that accursed impostor. Head to the cave, the one to the southeast. You must obtain the mirror within. Ah! Alright, now we're at the Mendoza Cave. Let's see. It's all one big, huge circle. Ah, treasure. Ooh. Treasure. Another full moon ring.
Scissor.
Gonna go this way, just make sure there's no treasure. Should take us back to the beginning. A little loop-de-loo.
Get cracked. Brace yourself.
Uh-oh. That's not good. We're going to unequip his weapon. That way, if he hits us, it won't hurt as bad. Do I have anything, any spell that takes away confusion? Probably not. Good thing I took the claw off him. Goodness. I missed my turn. Ooh. Take that, sucker. A mimic. This is a stronger one. All right, the other one was weak against fire, so we're going to try it. Double up. This one's not. Lightning. That diamond must have saved our lives here. There's a hole. A shitty leather hat. So we have a hole that we could potentially fall down and not be able to get back up. Ice shield. Weaker. That's how you do that. you can't hit physical, then you can always use spells. We got a new monster. Rocky. Well, for the moment, we're going to follow these treasure chests. It's kind of suspicious. It's going to lead me to my doom. Another mimic. Money. Mini metal. Another mimic.
You're mine.
This one's a little tough. Well, at least we leveled up. We are going to need some magic points here before long, though. Another mimic. Iron Mask. And a mimic. 3 mimics and 1 treasure that I don't really need. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to heal, replenish our magic points and whatnot, and then we're going to save it, and we're going to have to call it quits for the day. All right, that is all the time I have today. Thank y'all for coming and watching. If you are new, make sure you hit those follow buttons. I'm usually live, definitely Monday through Wednesday, sometimes Fridays. I'll let you know in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, there should be a link below. Feel free to click on it. You are invited. Discord has basically everything on it. I use it more than any other kind of social media. It's the hub of all my information, links, and whatnot. So it'd be very beneficial for you to join. All right. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Next week, is Christmas week. Talk about that real quick. Probably will definitely do Monday through Wednesday. Pull up my calendar here. Christmas Eve is on Wednesday, so we probably will definitely do Monday and Tuesday. The rest of the week, there will probably be no streams for the Christmas holidays, in which I hope y'all have a great Merry Christmas. I was going to say Happy New Year, but I'll probably talk to you before New Year. But in case, have a happy new year as well. We'll see you next time, guys.